And what's going on, guys? Khal here, coming at you with another video. This one is just going to be talking about a little bit. I've gotten a couple questions about the skill team, essentially, in the Doom raids, and basically just your options. So we're going to be looking at Secret Avengers here. So let's go ahead and pull that up real quick. So I'm on Mini. Mini is obviously goes bio skill. And if you're looking here, I'm just going to filter out real fast and do my skill characters. Alright, so this is kind of where everyone is sitting. So I've got a 146k Gamora, 87k Moondragon, 110 Kestrel, 81's Captain Sam, and 68k for Sharon Carter. So Sharon is the last one I'm still taking up to level 80, and just the reasoning behind that is I'm currently working on X-Force to unlock Dr. Octopus, which I talked about in my 360-day update. But anyway, so that's kind of where the team is, and yes, if you have, I would say, Maria Hill and Nick Fury, the team definitely is a lot easier. You can basically auto the nodes, and it goes, really without a hitch. However, with Mini, I was a little, not lazy, but partially lazy, and then also I was really busy, so I wasn't really able to blitz very well for Maria Hill's blitz, and so just didn't unlock her. Had stuff going on the 2 weekends that basically she was out, and so she's sitting at 72 out of 100, so probably we won't be unlocking her anytime soon. And I did need a skill team. So while I could probably focus a little bit on the Kree to get Nick Fury, Nick Fury's okay. He really kind of works well when it's like basically the 3 Secret Avengers plus him and Kestrel. And, without the healing of Maria Hill, the team is really lacking in a healer. So I figured Moondragon and Gamora have some great synergy together. And then with Captain Sam, you are getting the bonus energy plus that speed up, which should help out Moondragon since she has long cooldowns on her heals. But, so let's just go on in. We will get a couple of fights in. I want to say yesterday I was able to do the skill boss. It was a 2-shot for me, and I honestly don't remember if it was just I timed out just because of basically the team not being strong enough, or if it was just kind of like sloppy play on my end. But anyway, so we'll kind of go through that also. Kind of what I'm mirroring is the Secret Avengers lineup. It is a little bit mirrored, but basically if I was using full Secret Avengers with Kestrel and Fury, kind of what people are recommending, Nick Fury in the middle, Sharon Carter here, then you would have Maria Hill, and then you would have Kestrel, and then Captain Sam is just kind of, I think, the recommended lineup. So I kind of mirrored that, and with Gamora, she has her res component, so if she's getting a lot of hits, she can basically revive and be fine. Plus, also, when she goes into her empowered state, she removes all the debuffs that are on her anyway, so if she's getting the targeted kind of initially, you're able to kind of get id of all those debuffs, and, she goes all berserk, and we have a good time. So, loading on in here. And this first node is pretty easy. It goes by really fast especially if you have Kestrel's special up, this is the first node for me to have Kestrel, since my first nodes are bio. So I go in just with the basic. It basically one-shots Hela over there. I pop in with the special, get a bunch of those debuffs on the field, and then with Captain Sam, I go in with the ultimate and get some speed up, as well as some pings from Kestrel. And then we will go in, let's go ahead and we'll do Sharon Carter's ultimate and finish off the blob. And we're going to actually save the heals for the next match, since we don't actually need any heals. If you can save cooldowns, by all means, certainly do that. Gamora is now empowered, which is great, and we will go ahead and pop off the special. That should get rid of anti-venom. Okay, and now all we got to worry about is Blob and Punisher. So I'm actually going to pop Captain Sam's special just to get some energy built up for my team. And so you'll see now we basically have all of the cooldowns ready for Moondragon, so we can basically take a hit. And Sharon Carter should be just about ready for our next fight, but super quick, super easy, and I definitely could have done that fight even faster if I was not running my mouth. So first fight, super easy, no problems there. Second fight normally goes pretty similarly. Don't really have any issues with that one as well. And like I said, I think the third one, I honestly don't remember. I might have been at work and I might have been, had some stuff going on or whatever. So we'll try it out today, see if we are able to one-shot it and just kind of go from there. If we're not able to one-shot, I know we can definitely two-shot it with pretty much no... I don't think I had to do any heals for that one yesterday. I could be mistaken, but... And while we are talking about that, I just want to say, congratulations to the Alliance. Even being short a member, we were able to improve on our previous push day. We hit 46.8%. I'll be doing the little weekly tracker basically as soon as I've done recording this. So congratulations everyone on that, and that's definitely even more impressive considering we were actually short a member, and a member that definitely had a higher TCP. So I think we definitely are probably, if we can get another solid member in the group, we can easily, I think, kind of get to around the 50% mark. But anyway, let's keep up the good work, and just, y'all are doing awesome, and congratulations on that. So we'll go ahead, we'll get rid of Strange first, and now I think I normally go ahead and target... let's go ahead and target X23, since Taskmaster has already blinded everyone anyway. We've got some blinds on the field, which don't really matter until Kestrel actually goes and, is able to get those blinds off of her. So let's see. Alright, Sharon's looking kind of beat up over there, so hopefully she does not... Alright, X23 just nuked my little Sharon over there, so that is unfortunate, but luckily Sharon does not make or break this team, so the next fight I can actually just replace her with one of my other skill characters, and we'll keep on going. I would say kind of really the important one for this kind of combo that I've got going on is actually the 4 that are still on the field. So you basically have your healer in Moondragon, but Moondragon is only an effective healer if she has Captain Sam with her. So we've got him. Sharon Carter was basically just adding a control element. She's a great controller, even though I don't think she's actually listed as a controller, but she does have some great control aspects to her kit, and I'm actually going to have to look at that and see if she's actually labeled as a controller or not. But, she's got the ability to slow, she's got the ability blocks, the stuns, so if she's not a controller, I'd be pretty baffled, but anyway, we'll check that out in just a minute. And again, this fight is pretty much over at this point. It was unfortunate that Sharon kind of got RNG nuked. It happens. But again, like I said, she's not kind of a critical component of this team. At least not the current setup I have. When you're actually bringing in the Secret Avengers plus Kestrel and Fury, you have all those ads on the field or the summons, so it's less likely that your characters are actually going to get attacked. I am going to go in here with the special just to get a little health back for Captain Sam, and I want Captain Sam as close to full health for the next fight as possible. And yeah, we will just finish this one off. And I'm trying to think of who my other skill characters are, but I do have another skill character that we will take in and, go for the boss node. I want to say it's either Red Guardian or Zemo is that who I also have. And in this situation, since I did lose a controller, I would be bringing in Baron Zemo. But before that, my OCD is going to bother me, and I need to see if Sharon is a controller, which I feel like she should be, but let's see. Alright, there she is. Okay, she is a controller. That makes me feel a lot better. That certainly explains, the way her kit is and all that stuff. But anyway, let's go back in here. We'll finish up this boss node, and I want to say, I think I have a little bit of energy on Khal, and we can hop in and I can show off Deathpool a little bit more in the Mystic section. I want to say I've got... maybe by the time I'm done recording, I might have 2 attacks, so we'll see. Definitely have at least one working on the second one. So, like I said, we lost a controller, so let's go ahead and slot in Zemo. Zemo is obviously a little bit stronger than my Sharon Carter, and hopefully he will do a little bit better. Alright, so let's load on in, and like I said, last time I did this one, I timed out, and I honestly don't remember why I timed out. So we're going to do the fight a little bit quicker, probably a little bit less of me talking and more just kind of going for it. Typically, whenever Doom is actually on the field, I tend to target Doom first, and then I can just kind of work my way around the field and kind of look at who's left. So with these type of situations, like Cyclops can be pretty kind of dangerous once he gets his charges built. So I normally will take out Cyclops. By the time I've taken out Doom, normally Ebony Maw has already done his ultimate, so Ebony Maw isn't as much of a priority at that point. So I normally do Cyclops, and I want to say then I work on like the Namor, because the Namors can be annoying. We've got Gamora empowered. And, okay, we got rid of Doom, so we're now going to go after Cyclops and hopefully get him before he does his ultimate. And I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get him down fast enough, because we're going to get slowed here. We did just lose our Moondragon, which is okay. We are still in the game here. We don't have a healer, obviously, now, but we might be able to, with our damage output, be able to still one-shot this node. If not, this is essentially let them know that Doom is done. Ebony Maw will probably. Moondragon over here has everything but her basic. Kestrel is fully maxed out. Captain Sam fully maxed out as well. And then Sharon Carter has her essential T4s, which is her special and her ultimate, and then I will be T4ing her passive when I get enough of the T4s. And so that's just kind of where the team is. I think Sharon will definitely become a little bit more survivable once she is at level 80, and then also G15 as well, just like her cohorts. And so yeah, that's just kind of where I am skill-wise. I know a couple people have been asking, how does Secret Avengers, or how are they doing in the skill section? So I just wanted to showcase that a little bit. On the next push day, pending where I am, I will also show the full Secret Avengers plus Fury and Kestrel on Khal. But now let's go on and hop on over to Khal, and we will look at Deathpool over here in the Mystic section. Haven't really grown her much from is gear tier 13, and I think she's level 72 if I'm not mistaken. Level 12, level 65. She's definitely one of those type of characters that as she gets stronger and as you get more stars on her, she's only going to get better. And I think honestly adding her in with the new warriors is going to make for a very interesting raid team, especially for people that have not yet really built a Mystic team. So this is the Mystic team I'm currently using. Boosting Deathpool, just pop that team up to 604, which is awesome. And so yeah, let's go on in the node. I think I only have 16 energy though, so I'll only be able to do the one node. I'll probably pause it just a little bit, and I will come back when we have another 4 energy and show the second node, and we could even maybe pause again and do the boss node a little later on today. So let's go in. I'm finding now that as she's at a higher level, the issues I was having with her not spreading the negative effects does not seem to be the case anymore. She is spreading the negative effects to adjacent allies with no issue. And I would say her kit is kind of working as intended. So let's just go on in here. The way I normally start this fight, I ability block Hawkeye over here. And then what I will do is I will then take Deathpool and spread those ability blocks to Mordo and Corvus. And then what I then do is, pop Ebony Maw's special, but what I also do is I ability block Proxima on the other side. Because normally what I would do with this node is I would get those ability blocks and then I would spread them with Hela. So I'm basically kind of doing the same thing, but, just in 2 separate turns and with 2 different characters now instead of 1. We'll go in, we'll pop Doom's special, and, there's really... I probably shouldn't have done that because I'm not really getting to showcase Deathpool like I said I was going to, but kind of force of habit, I try to do this node as efficiently as possible. So that certainly was not a way to showcase Deathpool, so I apologize, y'all. But I am starting to save my cooldowns for my next node. And you're noticing here too, Deathpool, she builds charges when she does her ultimate, and those charges actually carry on to the next fight. So you've got the ability to basically build up those 5 charges on these first 2 nodes, and on your last node, or the boss node, you can just one-shot Doom, and it makes that node so much easier. And kind of like I've said in the past, the issue I was having with the Mystic section wasn't necessarily the difficulty of it, it was just the fact that I was not able to one-shot it. I could 2-shot it, but I couldn't one-shot it. And with Deathpool, I've been able to one-shot it. I think last time I had 19 seconds left, so it's not this crazy difference, but also at that time she was only level 70. Or was she level 65? Anyway, she was a lower level than she currently is, and, I think definitely, as she gets closer to G15, she's just making that much more of an impact on my Mystic team. And you're also noticing here her little ping, which I think is really cool, especially if you do, basically like a move that kills a lot of the enemies but leaves at least one on the field. And what happens is Deathpool will kind of go crazy, and every time, like, say there was 5 enemies on the field and 4 of them died, she will do 4 pings consecutively to that one remaining enemy. So it's really cool. And I want to say I've even seen a situation where, she killed something with the ping and that caused her to ping again, but don't quote me on that one. So I am going to go ahead and pause this for a moment, and I will be right back when I do have the 10 energy again. So see you soon. And what's going on, guys? I am back. So it's been a little while. We've recuperated a little bit of our energy, so we are at 13 now. This one, I am going to try to play a little bit smarter and not showcase Doom as much as showcasing Deathpool like I did on that last fight, so I do apologize about that. But let's go on in. So this is node 2 of the Mystic section. Again, same team, nothing has changed, just kind of building up charges with Deathpool. And like I said, essentially my plan is to use those charges on the actual boss node, basically one-shot Doom, and I think that'll make that node go a lot faster. So we're loading on in, and we'll get into this fight. And loading, of course, is taking forever because I'm recording, so I do apologize for that. Alright, we're loaded in. Alright, so here, kind of one of the important things to remember with this node is with She-Hulk over here, she is going to basically, once she gets 5 charges, she kind of does that move where she does like the AoE. So to kind of combat that, what you can do is if you have Surfer's ultimate ready, that's one way. The second way is with Adam Warlock, you can actually stun her, and while she's stunned, I want to say she doesn't get charges. Alright, we are going to be good. We are not going to use Doom's ultimate here and not showcase Deathpool. But I would say typically in a normal fight, I would have just used Doom's ultimate, nuked this first wave, and basically called it a day. Alright, so what we're going to do now, she has 3 charges over there, so we want to get rid of those charges as well as ability block her. So her charges are now gone. We will go in with the ultimate over here, and that now has us fully charged for the next fight, and we will be ready to basically one-shot Doom. Let's go in. We are going to go ahead and ability block Falcon. We don't want him doing his special and getting his team speed up. And let's just go in. We only have 2 Doom bots, so this shouldn't do too much damage. So we wiped out 2 enemies, and you'll see... She actually should have done a couple more attacks, unless it was just super fast and I missed them. But anyway, so next target here is going to be the Thing. We will get rid of him, and we don't want to use her ultimate because she is at 5 charges now, so we will basically be basicking? That doesn't sound like good English. We'll be using her basic, and occasionally we'll be switching it up with her special. But like I said, we are saving that ultimate for the next node where we will one-shot Doom and just make our life a lot simpler. And so yeah, so we will finish off this node, get a kill, she gets a ping. And because we killed a hero controller, Ebony Maw went and spread some ability blocks, which is always nice. And yeah, that's pretty much, I mean, this fight is pretty much over with. Go in, and I haven't really, I haven't started to T4 Deathpool too much yet. I think I T4'd her I T4'd her passive. And actually, we don't want our Deathpool to die over here, so let's pay attention here. But I T4'd her passive, and I think so far that's all I've T4'd on her. So we're going to get a little defense up and offense down over there. We will use her basic to get a little bit of healing. So whenever she has a debuff and she uses her basic, she is going to heal herself. So that's definitely one of the ways to kind of help keep her up. And we will just kind of finish off this little node. We've got one Doombot, probably on the next turn just to avoid timing out. If I do have one more Doombot, I will probably just do the ult, or not the ult, the special, just to end the fight. Like I said, I don't want to time out, and typically I would have used Doom's ultimate already. But like I said, I was trying to more showcase Deathpool in this situation. And I definitely think with her as a character, just as you're playing, I think it's definitely kind of important to kind of save up that ultimate ability and make sure you have 5 charges for when you need it. And, you know, in this case, I would say definitely in the boss node is where you're going to really want that. And so yeah, but anyway, so let's go ahead and kill the little human torch over here. Get a little ping from Deathpool, and that is yet another match. So yeah, I will be back in just a few moments with the ending of this video and the Mystic node. Let's see if I can manage another one-shot even with talking. Let's see how this goes. We did, you know, basically save Deathpool's ultimate over here, and so she is ready to pop off with that. And yeah, so we'll go in. I'm not going to do any raid heals because this is not a push day, and I'm trying to save those for next week. And honestly, I think we're pretty close to 30%, I think the last I looked. So there's really kind of no sense in me like pushing myself in that regards. So we'll go in, we will get this node, hopefully one-shotted is the plan. And yeah, that'll kind of wrap up this little video. And yeah, so we'll go from there. Alright, we are loaded on in, and first and foremost, let's go ahead and block, ability block Squirrel Girl over here. Normally I would ability block Doom, but since Doom is going to be getting one-shotted, and I just want to slow this down real quick just to show off this animation, more important than the kill, I think, and just going in there, and let's see, Doom is down for the count, which is pretty awesome. That certainly makes this node a lot easier. We'll go in with a little healing from Ebony Maw, and let's go ahead and stun Electro over here. And we are now ready for Doom to pop off with the ultimate. Got that going. We will do a double tap and then use the ultimate. Or the special, rather. I always feel like that should be called the ultimate. No one really died on that one, so that's actually kind of surprising. But we have now got 3 turns with Surfer, and Surfer should be able to start cleaning house a little bit. And interestingly enough, I've been reading kind of just, I guess, while I was on the little break, which for y'all was only like, you know, literally seconds. For me, it was a little bit longer, though, so I was reading up a little bit, and it does appear that Deathpool does currently have a glitch going on with her passive. And weirdly enough, it didn't show there, but there have been instances where when you are getting multi-kills, sometimes her passive is not proccing multiple times. And that's basically a bug that's kind of going on. So anyway, so hopefully that gets fixed soon, because that is definitely a big component to her kit, and definitely a very strong ability that's in her kit. So anyway, we want to keep Sue over here controlled. We want her ability block so she doesn't put out the barrier, and we will start kind of like working her down a little bit. Now that Vulture is ability blocked, we don't have to worry about him really stunning the team. And let's go on. We spread a couple of those ability blocks with Deathpool's special over here, and doing pretty good on time. Normally, when I kind of get to this stage of the match, like kind of almost the final wave, normally I am at like the 1.5 minute mark. Not normally this with this much time left. Definitely doing that ultimate with Death Pool and having it saved up for turn 1 certainly has really kind of helped this fight a little bit. But yeah, so let's see. We need to get Invisible Woman down before she does her ultimate and gets, she gets the barrier going. So we will pop the ult off there. We will get a kill, and my Doom is looking very squishy. Hopefully Doom does not die, because that definitely will not turn this into a one-shot for me. Let's go ahead and... we'll ability block Vulture, just because we don't want him doing that move again, where his ultimate, basically, where he slows down the team. Whew, that's looking ugly. So we just lost Death Pool and Doom, so very unfortunate on that regards, and looks like this is now turning into a wipe. So I think maybe some bad RNG on my end. Typically what would have happened if this was a push day, I would have quit after one of those characters dropped on this final node, and basically would have either healed them up or swapped in a different character. But, so sorry this is not ending on a super positive note. I think that was just kind of maybe I made a misclick here and there, I'm not too sure. But regardless, the fight went pretty well. Had I not had that little bit of bad RNG with Doom kind of getting targeted, I think I definitely could have easily one-shot that. But this was just a little video to kind of showcase the skill nodes with Secret Avengers and Mini's modified version, as well as just showing the kind of new meta-esque Mystic team that's coming to the game. Also, while I've been kind of like basically waiting for my energy to refresh, I was also doing a little reading and just kind of looking at the new Warriors kits. And I will say I'm really curious to see how Cloak actually functions in the game, because a lot of the elements of his kit are very similar to Ebony Maw. He almost seems to me like an upgraded Ebony Maw, whereas Ebony is only kind of doing that health drain every... I think the cooldown on that is like 5 turns or something like that, and he's got the potential to do it every turn on his passive, and it's a guarantee for it to happen if Dagger's on the field. So that's really kind of cool, and he's also adding offense down. I'm sorry, when the enemy gets offense down, he's going to reduce their speed bar, which is, really pretty cool. So that's kind of a hybrid of Ebony Maw's ultimate, and then his actual ultimate for Cloak is very similar to Ebony in the sense where it can potentially do offense down. It also has the possibility to do defense down, blind, disrupt, and slow. And, then if Cloak is an ally, you're also going to get the additional 120, which that doesn't really matter as much, and you're also going to apply offense down up to a maximum of 5 to all enemies. So that's kind of very similar to Ebony Maw's special. Ebony Maw's special causes defense up and offense down for the enemy. So then, like here is where he's going to be kind of applying those offense downs, as well as, slow and defense down. So he's kind of like a improved version of Ebony Maw, at least the way I'm kind of looking at his kit. So definitely we'll be kind of doing some more stuff once he comes out. But thank you so much for watching. I know this video kind of went a little bit longer than some of the more recent ones, but hopefully you still found it helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe. As always, thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.